Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the best basketball shoes that you can get if you're a point guard. Of course, point guards are usually smaller and we use our smaller size and our speed to our advantage. And usually most point guards want like a lightweight shoe that feels extremely responsive, and of course good traction is a must. So all of these shoes I feel like are very well suited for a point guard, and if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. I got a good amount of shoes on this list, but let's get it started off with the Nike KD14. The KD14 Traction is phenomenal. Cushion, for me, I really liked it, you know, but I definitely do know some people that think it's a little too soft, especially with the Cushlon and the full-length zoom strobe unit. So if you don't like a super soft cushion, I mean, like I said, it was okay for me, but if you don't want something like a little too soft or a little too mushy, then probably stay away from the KD14. But you still get that crazy bounce as well. You're low to the ground. Material is extremely thin, especially in the forefoot. It's a pretty lightweight shoe. Support, especially lateral containment, I had no issues with, because of course guards usually are shifty, right? So a KD14 I feel like is a great option. Next, we got the Puma MB1. So LaMelo Ball's first signature shoe with Puma, and it's actually super nice. I'm still playing in it, but I'm really liking it so far. So the traction is extremely good. It does pick up dust though, but it's pretty damn easy to wipe off. You know, just do a slight wipe, you're good to go. Cushion also is pretty damn good. It's responsive, but soft enough to where the impact protection is pretty good. I love the insole. The insole feels extremely nice right underneath my foot. It improves the stepping comfort a lot. Material also is pretty thin. I would definitely say it's not the lightest feeling shoe. It definitely feels very comfortable and cozy, but if you're looking for something super lightweight and minimal, the Puma MB1 definitely isn't the best option. But it's a very responsive shoe. Like I said, traction super good, cushion is responsive, and I really had no issues with support. Also, another great addition to that shoe is the outsole curvature. It reminds me a lot of like the Kyrie 2 and Kyrie 3, where it just kind of like you just stay on the side of your foot, you know, where the ball of your foot is. So that feels great as well. So the MB1, I feel like most guards would enjoy. All right, next, of course, this shoe is going to be on this list, and it is the Curry brand Curry Flow 9 or the Curry Flow 8. They both feel extremely similar. Traction is god tier. It stops too hard. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, on the clean court, you're gonna be stopping on a dime. Also on dust, it picks up very minimal dust. Cushion, you're super low to the ground, very responsive cushioning setup, and I would say impact protection is pretty good for how low to the ground you are. I mean, if you're doing hard impacts, it hurts your feet a little bit, but if it was like Phylon, I definitely think it would be a lot worse. Material super thin, it feels extremely minimal on foot. Also, heel to toe transition feels ultra smooth, kind of like feel like a ninja when you're running on the court, just because the traction is super silent, and also I had no issues with support or anything like that. So the Curry 8 and Curry 9, if you're looking for a very responsive shoe that's super lightweight and minimal feeling on foot, you really can't beat the Curry 8 or the Curry 9. But I'll tell you something that comes pretty damn close, and that is the Nikegiannis Immortality. So as far as weight goes, it's pretty much the same exact weight as the Curry 9, you know, coming in at like around 10.3 ounces. So super lightweight and extremely minimal, but also extremely responsive, right? Traction is really, really good. It's top tier traction actually. Cushion, you're very, very low to the ground. There is a little bit of compression and also a little bit of bounce back in the heel. I would say impact protection isn't as good as the Curry 8 or the Curry 9, but it's still like adequate. And material is really, really thin, like extremely thin. If you're on the heavier side and you do a lot of shifty movements, I feel like lateral containment might suffer a little bit, especially in the forefoot. But for me personally, I really had no issues with it. So the Giannis Immortality, I would say is like the runner-up if you're looking for something super minimal and very, very responsive. All right, next we got the Kyrie 8. Kyrie 8, it's definitely one of the best Kyries that you can get in this entire line. Cushioning setup is extremely good. You're really, really low to the ground, and I really like the zoom strobe unit in the forefoot. It gives you a nice bounce. Some people might think it's a little too much, but for me, it was pretty damn good. Traction also is really good. Just keep in mind, you do have to break it in for like a couple days to maybe even a week. Material is extremely thin in the forefoot. I love how that feels, but in the ankle area and in the tongue, you get a good amount of padding, which makes the overall shoe feel extremely cozy and very comfortable. So it's a good blend of like the Curry 8 and also the MB1, right? So the MB1, I would say it's just more cozy overall in the entire shoe. The Curry 9 and Curry 8, you don't really feel any type of coziness. It's just a very minimal feeling shoe. And then in the Kyrie 8, it's a good blend of both of those, right? So in the forefoot, super minimal, and then in the ankle area and also in the tongue, you get that crazy padding, which feels very comfortable and very cozy. Also, of course, we have the outsole curvature, which I really like. And as far as support goes, especially for lateral containment, I had no issues with either. So the Kyrie 8 is a very good option. All right, next we got the Li-Ning Speed 8 Premium. So this shoe performs extremely well. The traction is top tier. It picks up a little bit of dust, but super easy to wipe off. Cushion also is extremely low to the ground, but I would say it has better impact protection than like the Curry 8 or the Curry 9, and also a little bit of bounce back in the heel, also in the forefoot, just because they're using Boom and also light foam, which I feel like is better than Flow Cushion, just in my opinion. You get a little bit more compression as well. Materials also are super nice. It's a lot more supportive. It doesn't really stretch at all, but also like super thin. Material quality is great. It's a great looking shoe. Support for lateral containment was great as well. So the Speed 8 Premium is a great option if you're looking for something super supportive and also responsive. All right, next we got the Air Jordan 36, and it's super nice, you know, full length zoom strobe, extremely bouncy. I would say it's a little bit more responsive for the cushion comparing to the KD14. So if you tried the KD14 on, you thought it was a little too soft, the Jordan 36 might be the next best option if you still want a full length zoom strobe unit. Also for the cushion, you still get pretty good court feel. Traction is top tier. Material is extremely thin, and also another thing that's great about the material is that the ventilation is extremely good. Support for lateral containment, I had no issues with. The foam comes up a lot, acting as a sidewall. And also the Jordan 36 is one of my favorite shoes aesthetically. So the Jordan 36 you can't go wrong with. The only thing is the price is pretty expensive, but that's pretty much the only downside. Moving on to the next shoe, we got the Li-Ning All City 9. The All City 10 has been leaked and hopefully it's coming out soon. I'm very excited about that shoe, but the AC9 is just, I absolutely love that shoe. And it's been in a lot of top lists. I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing the AC9. I'm pretty sick of it too, you know? But the traction is phenomenal. Cushion is very good, very responsive, but also you get a little bit of compression, a little bit of bounce. It's comfortable, and also court feel is very good, and you get a responsive ride. Material is overall very thin and super supportive. Lateral containment is really good in that shoe as well. One thing though is that, I mean, it's a very responsive shoe and you're gonna feel very quick when you're playing in it, but it's not the lightest shoe, and also it's not the most minimal feeling shoe just because the foam does protrude up a little bit. So if you're looking for something super minimal and very lightweight, the AC9 is not the best option, but it does excel in cushion as well as support. All right, next we got the Nike Kyrie Low 4, and I guess I'll throw in the Kyrie 7. It's pretty much the same exact shoe. It's with a couple of little differences. If you guys want to check out the versus video, you guys can. But the Kyrie Low 4, I love it because I prefer low tops, but anyways, the Kyrie Low 4 has phenomenal traction, top tier traction actually, with the outsole curvature, of course. The cushion is more responsive. I mean, the forefoot zoom unit is not that nice, but it's all right, you know. It's more just like you get good court feel with okay impact protection. Nothing really special with the cushioning setup. As far as the materials go, it's extremely thin. You also get really good support, and it's a very good looking shoe. There's a lot of good colorways in the Kyrie Low 4 in my opinion. And last but not least, we got the Under Armour Flow Future X, and of course, it's using pretty much the same exact outsole / midsole as the Curry 8 or the Curry 9. Pretty much, right? So traction is god tier, really good. You're sticking like glue. Cushion, of course, is pretty much the same, and material is different. It's not as good quality, but it gets the job done on foot, and it's a little bit roomier as far as the fit goes comparing to like the Curry 9 and the Curry 8, which I don't like as much. But if you want something a little bit roomier, then the Flow Future X is the better option, and also it is like $40 cheaper, I believe. So the Flow Future X is a great option as well. But anyways, that about concludes this list on best shoes that you can get for point guards. Again, if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. As far as my favorite shoes to play in, I would say, I don't know guys, they're all so damn nice. It's It's really hard. But my favorite, as of recently, I would definitely say it's the Curry 9 and also the KD14. But to be honest, you really can't go wrong with any of these shoes. I really enjoy playing in pretty much all of these shoes. But anyways, that about concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.